all of MLB.
Why would you do that?
In this town. I don't even know if the Eagles are quite as good as the Phillies are in
How does that happen?
Their past history. What do you guys think? I think the Phils are right up there as one of the best teams.
Oh, screw it.
Having a wall of fame, Sergeant. Having a wall of fame is awesome.
Oh,
I think it,
this is a special episode of our YouTube videos.
I think it's probably up there. Don't get me wrong, because honestly, nobody does this better than the Phillies do. I mean, you don't see the Red Sox celebrating the World Series of 2013 or 2000, and if it's 10 years, if it's 2023. You see them ever doing this stuff, or the Yankees doing the 27 World Series? I never saw it.
Well, the Phillies do it great.
Yeah, they do.
And there's something that was said on, WIP, that in the Washington organization, they put Jason Worth on their wall of fame.
I got you, Tom.
Already. He just retired.
Are you kidding me?
But they didn't have no ceremony.
And he was only there for
as far as the Red Sox, we don't know. We're not paying attention to that. We don't know if they're celebrating or not. But I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying hypothetically, the Yankees had 27 World Series. But I never saw them celebrate the next year's the 10-year anniversary of the World Series.
And by the way, when was that first Yankees World Series won?
Cliff Lee.
No. When was the first? The first New York Yankees World Series. What year was that one?
I would say
96.
No.
Oh, I'm talking about
the first ever Yankees World Series.
1920 something.
1920 something. Yet the 48, 49, and 60 Philadelphia Eagles can't get any recognition. We have 4 championships.
Yeah,
people.
right.
All right, we have 4 championships.
Yeah, but that's the World Series, Tom. That's the World
So we won
Series.
championships.
I understand. I understand.
That's the World Series.
Sorry, I got on my soapbox. I'll get off.
You know what I mean? We're talking about World Championships before the Super Bowl, before the Lombardi Trophy.
Well,
so speaking,
I'm going to get into that.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I'm going to do it later.
All right.
Go ahead.
So speaking of World Championships, this weekend, your Philadelphia Phillies, hey, how you doing, have celebrated their 10-year anniversary of the 2008 World Series championships. What are some of your memories from that season? James, I know you probably got a ton of them.
I do got a
I know. I just, when I talk about this, I watch your face light up. And it's because it's like, hey, I was actually alive when
I was born.
Yes.
Let's see. That's the Mets Stairs home run in the NLCS.
Oh, man, I woke the whole house up when he hit that thing, dude. That thing's still flying somewhere over Antarctica.
Bradlett's perfect season. Let's see.
43 and 43.
48 for 48.
48.
Joey's 0 for 2 today.
No, but it was
Joey?
43 for 43 in the regular season.
Okay. I'm talking about
Yeah, we're talking about the whole season.
No, you can't do combined, dude. Come on, James. You know that.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
Yes,
no
you
one
can.
does combined.
James and I.
Oh,
did.
combined, LeBron James average something such. You can't do that.
Go ahead, James.
You got a point. Let's see.
You just can't do that.
That's true. That is true.
Now, come on, James. Keep him coming, man. You're a
Let's
young
see.
buck.
The Tampa Bay Rays chase Utley game 1.
Yes.
Cliff Lee was 2009. Sorry.
Was game 1 where he threw him out of home? Was that game?
No,
one?
that was game 5.
Game 5. That was.
J.C. Romero in that game.
Eh.
Oh, JC.
Remember the beginning of game 5?
What year was it when Victorino threw out
That was the same year.
at home plate
Against the Braves?
when it wasn't even Ruiz catching? It was
Coast.
Chris
Coast. Yeah.
Matt, mother effing stairs.
No,
That's all I got to say about that.
I remember
Yo, he hit a bomb, dude. He hit a bomb.
Yo, when he hit that.
Well, wait, Victorino hit
Yeah,
one
but you
after
didn't
him.
say it the
Right.
right
Home
way.
run, and then Stairs
Yeah.
two
Yeah, it
games
was
after
crazy.
that.
James, how old were you in 2000? You were 13 years old, right? You were a
I was
teenager.
13.
That's
23
awesome.
now.
Like, we were not teenagers when we seen our teams win. We were all in our 20s because game 5, I'm driving over the George C. W. Platt Bridge, if I said it right, and there's freezing rain raining sideways, and I'm looking over at Citizens Bank Park lit up, and I'm on my way to Will and Rob's house to watch game 5 because we're going down to Broad Street and we're going to tear the goddamn place down. Well, what, they get into the 5th inning and they finally call it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I just couldn't. I couldn't come back down.
And then I had friggin' work.
So I end up watching the game with my old man. I ended up watching the game with my dad. You know,
I could have
we
watched
hugged
them
the
win the
Phils
World
won.
Series if the rain would just stop.
It didn't. It didn't. So the game
Dude,
continued.
it just wanted to rain that whole World Series.
It really did.
It was gonna rain on parade all week.
Let it rain, bitch. That's what we did. A lot of people say because of the rain we won. We were going to smash the Rays anyway.
Smash their heads in. Absolutely.
A lot of people forget that, I mean, obviously we don't. But if you said to somebody, oh, when the Phillies won the World Series, what team they played, they'd be like, oh, was it the Yankees?
No.
No.
It was the Tampa Bay fucking Rays.
Exactly, but they wouldn't remember that.
Because the Tampa Bay Rays were just a quote-unquote, say for example, if we played the Red Sox, it'll be account, and we're like saying, oh, you didn't, like, you beat the Red Sox, and everybody over there, because like Boston, for example, perfect example, is because we won the Super Bowl against New England, but if we played Jacksonville, everybody's going to be like, oh, you beat Jacksonville, what's the big deal?
Exactly, bitch. We beat the Patriots.
We beat it to go.
Why?
We did.
Wait, hold on.
But I'll be.
I gotta flip this shit to me on this one.
Good Lord.
We beat the fucking Patriots.
Now I'll be honest with you.
We did.
We could have beat. We could have beat the Sisters of Charity in the Super Bowl. You still get a ring.
It didn't matter who.
But to beat
No,
the Patriots,
Rob, it mattered,
to beat the
dude.
Patriots,
It didn't matter, but to beat
You-
the Patriots.
No, you
that's
beat
the-
Spygate. You beat Spygate, Rob. You beat them son of a
You win a damn
bitches.
Super Bowl. Do you care who you play?
Which
you
real
don't care
quick,
who you beat. You win the Super Bowl.
real quick.
Yeah, but
still
we're
getting props either way, it
Philadelphia.
doesn't
No,
matter.
we're
Exactly.
Philadelphia. We love revenge.
But that extra cake, that
Yeah.
extra topping on the cake.
So
Yeah.
real quick, speaking of Spygate, I'd like to make a comment for all my Facebook people out there. That I posted a video on Facebook because I brought my son down and we were outside training camp. We were looking through the gate and I shot a little video. And everybody's telling me that I'm a creep. And I heard you were selling secrets to Bill Belichick. And I'll be honest with you. I took a little bit of offense to that because I would never sell out my Philadelphia
Tom,
Eagles.
do it again. I'm dead serious. Do it again, dude. That's what I say. I love that video. No, you have a video of the Eagles practicing. Go ahead.
No, I don't have it. I have a video of them doing drills, not practicing.
No,
plays. I
I'm
wouldn't take a video of that.
talking. I'm talking after. I'm talking. Maybe we should.
He's talking about
Maybe we
covertly
should.
actually selling
I am not
secrets.
covertly selling any secrets on my Philadelphia Eagles.
No, but don't use your phone. Use this because this has a really good Zoom.
Yeah, like
I'm
there
all
are
set.
people hearing you right now.
No,
Even
listen, dude.
my mom said I was.
James,
I was
this has a good
burner
Zoom.
accounts.
Look at this fucking Zoom,
What is he going to
dude.
be Ryan?
Ready? I say,
That is good, man.
Look, now ready? I'm gonna zoom in on whatever that is on the wall.
Oh, Lord.
Look
You
at
had to give
that.
him
Look
the
at that,
it's
dude.
Anyhow,
Bring this,
So,
and we'll get a few
listen.
plays. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I think that
He's just looking for trouble, Will.
I
Just
think
make sure it's a play where he throws it
being
to
able
Matt
see
Collins or
your
something. You know what I
Philadelphia
mean?
Eagles run drills from a fence line is awesome. I just wish they'd trim back the shrubbery so everyone else can not.
That's why it's there, Joey.
Well, Joe,
I'm just saying.
maybe Joey could do another Marxist moment from there. I don't know. Maybe he could do a second one.
Maybe.
Anyway, all right.
And I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna be like, this is Marx's moments. With the video camera shot by Willie Guns.
Hot air balloon, that's Bill Belichick.
Look, I remember.
Yo, dude, I actually thought about that. The drone. What would happen if we flew a drone like right down Broad Street, like it just snuck down and video the
We're not
Eagles?
going to have you controlling the drone because otherwise it's going to land in the
It
dirt.
will be shot down.
Even if it gets shot down, I'm willing to do it.
Worth it.
I'm willing to do
The
it.
term "off the rails." This show has just gone off the rails.
Pretty soon we're gonna be getting contacted by the Eagles. Please
To
do not fly.
name drop
Please
here.
do not fly a drone over our practice facility.
Quote Rob
That
Ellis.
means you, Bill Belichick.
Let's get it back to the Eagles here.
Yes.
All right, so let's
Ah.
jump into our Philadelphia Eagles, our 2018-19 Philadelphia Eagles, our
Hallelujah.
defending Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. The word is that the Philadelphia Eagles are looking great in training camp. Whatever that means, it's training camp. Let me ask you guys a question. Are you more into preseason and training camp now? Or not, like, are you not quite as much into it because they won the Super Bowl? What has the Super Bowl done to your interest for your team this early on in the
It makes
season?
me nervous.
Why?
With injuries.
That's,
I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
preseason.
It actually makes me intrigued. Because I want to see what these guys going to have coming
You
back.
want to see what your starters or the guys that aren't going to make the team?
No, I want to see the guys that are
Dude,
going to
our team is stacked, man. You might see maybe 1 or 2 guys.
I want to see guys
that step up, but
I want to see Pumphrey step
stacked.
up. I want to see
what
Dallas
Goddard
bring to the table.
Dallas Goddard, that's who I want to see.
I want to see Goddard. I want to see a couple of these guys that we drafted to see if there's any like highlighted guys that are going to stand out. I mean, look, I like seeing some of these guys fight for jobs. I like the tooth and nail, like, I'm going to go take this job. And
I'm more of a change it and just make it 2 preseason games and add 2 more regular season games. That's me. That's my stance.
It just changes the whole landscape of the game, though.
Yeah, because of
I'm
yards.
pretty sure it's moving that way.
They already did that with the special teams because now it's at a standstill, situation.
Yeah, but it's a moneymaker too. You're going to make more money in the NFL. You're going to make more money.
But the players got to get paid more money too.
Yeah,
in the next 5 years, there's going to be no special teams.
Because what are the players going to get paid?
I disagree with that. You got to have special teams, man.
Well,
there's guys in the Hall of Fame because of special teams.
Did you see where it is now?
Yeah.
Now you got to be in a standstill position when the ball's kicked.
Yeah,
you can't get that running start.
I tell you what, though, you could abuse that when you got Sproles.
I think that's bullshit.
I don't fully like it, but at the same time, there is a lot of injuries.
Well, that's part of the game.
On the kickoffs
James
and
is
stuff.
in the bathroom, guys.
I'm sorry about that.
It's a physical game. It's a physical game.
You didn't miss anything, to be honest with you. You didn't miss anything.
That's his
I probably
opinion.
did.
James, what's your word on this?
Let's see. We won the Super Bowl. That's all I gotta say.
No. The special teams, the kickoff.
No, but on a serious note, I mean, it's football. That's all I got. I mean, even though if it's training camp, preseason, hell, if we're seeing Nate Sudfeld and Joe Callahan the whole preseason, it's football. And I'm really blessed to say that. I mean, I was watching a lot of Super Bowl. I watched the NFC Championship game, like probably a couple weeks ago, and I was at that game, and I was like saying to myself, "Wow, like this team is like." Look, I still can't believe we that time when we're going to the Super Bowl. I was like, "Wait, we're going to the Super Bowl," and it still surprises me because we won the Super Bowl. And I'm just saying, okay, we won NFC champions, and let's go on to next year.
Let me ask you a question now, because you were in the middle of going to use the bathroom when I asked this to the guys. Training camp, are you more focused and locked into training camp now since they won, or are you kind of more laid back and reserved now that they won?
I am more interested in what this team is going to look like. I mean,
you're even more hyped than you were last year.
Oh yeah.
See me, I'm into it and I'm locked in, but all that angst is gone. I'm not jaded. I'm not a jaded fan anymore. Not that like we were jaded fans, but when I see a Cowboys fan, for instance,
last night,
I almost feel sorry for the guy. I swear to God, I see a Giants fan. I'm like, oh yeah, your quarterback's going to be gone. Not real sympathy, but if I see a Redskins fan, I'm like, yeah, we'll see what Alex Smith does for you. He's a good game manager, and you look at it, it's like we have an almost player of the year, quarterback, and a Super Bowl MVP quarterback. You only have 2 MVP quarterbacks on your team. You look at these other teams, and you're almost like, yeah, all right.
And not only that, you got these guys coming back with confidence. Because that underdog thing, you proved that.
Well,
still going on.
Yeah, but
I know,
you
but
see
they
the new
know.
T-shirts, right?
They know that they're not underdogs.
No, the new T-shirts that embrace the target.
Embrace the target. Basically, we do have that on us, and everybody wants to prove, including a lot of Eagles haters. I won't say any names, but basically they say that the Super Bowl was gifted to us.
Ah, yes, I know the name. I won't say.
That's what
pisses me off.
I will.
That does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Prove it. Prove it. We beat Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Okay? We beat the shit out of the Vikings. Beat the shit out of them. You're telling me that was gifted? You're telling me that was gifted? The friggin' Vikings victory was gifted? Why? Explain to me why that was gifted.
So I'll play devil's advocate here. So what I was
That's
told...
bullshit.
No. What I was told was that the entire quality of the league has been down over the last few years, and we took advantage of a down league and found the way to win.
How's it a down league?
Really?
Exactly.
How?
Exactly right.
I don't get that.
Give me the example of how
There's
it's a down league.
superstars everywhere in this league, man. Atlanta was pretty hot coming into the playoffs. We
Julio
beat them.
Jones.
Minnesota had a miracle win against the Saints.
Quote unquote. Somebody missed a tackle.
And then we kicked the living shit out of them.
I think we could all agree that miracle win definitely...
fluke.
I don't think any one of us wanted to see the Saints.
No.
No.
But you know what, though? Nick Foles, the way he played, he would have beat the Saints.
If he had to, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Minnesota's a better defense.
I
Come
didn't
on, man.
hear
It's-
Everson Griffin's name all game in that NFC Championship game.
Thanks to Lane Johnson.
Was that?
Listen.
Thanks to Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
Equalizer.
We,
that's the thing.
were not gifted that Super Bowl. We lost our quarterback.
Here.
Our MVP friggin' quarterback.
Starting
We
left.
did it. We
lost our kicker.
Thank you.
Your
lost our
lead
best-
linebacker.
Your lead linebacker.
Your field general.
Your field general, right.
Your all-star and leader on the special team.
Yes. I mean, come on. You're telling me that shit was
You're
gifted
all
to
around
us?
Darren Sproles you lost
Guys.
too, by the way.
That shit was not gifted to us, man. That's ridiculous.
Listen, haters are going to hate, so let them hate. We still have the ring.
Yeah.
Let them hate.
And we're getting another one.
Yeah,
We're getting another one.
So actually, this is
Doug,
the thing.
Doug Peterson.
Can we
I've
roll
never
into this
seen a
because
head
I have
coach-
something about this
I've-
considering he's rolling into
I've
it?
never seen a head coach this
About-
confident coming into the next season. It's like he's just so damn laid back. It's unreal.
And he knows. When
It's,
and he's just like,
like just the Super Bowl. Nick Foles going Philly, and he's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's
it's
go.
like, wait a minute, it's like Madden. It's like you're playing Madden.
So
If you lose this, no one cares. You're gonna hit the reset button.
Can you imagine if
You,
they
you,
ever played
you
it?
know what I'm saying? Like,
Will,
he was just like, yeah, let's do it. Hell with it. Let's roll with it.
I want to get
And it worked.
I want to get your reasoning on this. So I did the research. 8 teams out of 52 years worth of the Super Bowl repeated back to back. So if the Eagles do it this year coming up, they would be the 9th team. So give your reasoning why you think they will repeat, other than the fact that they have a roster that's stacked beyond belief. What is your logical reasoning that they may not? Because if only 8 teams did it out of 52 years, that's not a lot. That's not a great percentage.
Well, you keep on saying teams, and that's the one thing the Eagles are. They're a team. They're not just one player stands out more than the other.
Joe,
besides,
do you remember? Do you remember?
here he goes.
Do you remember?
Good. Do you remember Joey when asshole?
Do you remember when we first started this and Will started talking about all his predictions and off-season stuff, and how he was right, and how he started to grill me on this great player and that great player, and I said we didn't have a bunch of MVPs or great players on our team because we were a team, and now he's taking that mantra and he's running with it like friggin' Usain Bolt.
Yeah, dude. I said we were a team. Are you sitting there? Wait.
Oh,
am I somebody else?
So
We talked about the reason why is because we were a team.
I will get our old shows and pull it
Do
up
it.
where
Do
you were
it.
trying
So
to
what did I
jump
say?
over me.
So what did I say?
Well,
What did I say? No, I want to hear what I said.
this will be handled next week.
I would
This,
get back to the
this will be
subject.
this will be
I want to
handled
get back
next
to the
week.
subject.
Yeah, let's get back to the.
Yo, look at Rod's hair. You can't say it, Rod. No! I was gonna record it. His hair looked amazing.
Let's get it back.
It's no longer there,
See your
but
Philadelphia Eagles here, please. Oh my goodness.
no, but
I
back
think
to
the Eagles are hungry.
Hungrier this
And-
year. I
yes.
think the right players are hungrier.
yeah.
Well, that's the players that didn't play in the Super Bowl.
I agree with
I'm
that.
tired of
But
fucking holding that.
I also think that they're hungry because they're still considered an underdog.
How do you win a Super Bowl and then are
Because-
counted
Dude, nobody's
not
giving us
to be
credit.
They are, exactly.
Everybody.
Exactly.
I don't care.
No, listen, James. Everybody is saying
But
that
under-
it was a fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I hear that all the time. And everybody's like, nobody's giving, like, even though Like the training camp, for example. They're talking about the Patriots. They're talking about the Cowboys. They're talking about everybody.
There's not a lot of activity on
I
training camp.
don't know why they're talking about the Cowboys.
Exactly.
It's like ridiculous. What is Jerry Jones literally like sending them checks in the mail?
Dak Prescott doesn't have anything.
Yes,
a touchdown
yeah,
pass.
he can't throw. He can't throw a touchdown pass in he can't throw a touchdown pass in training camp.
You can't hit the.
You want to know
broadside of the
why?
barn.
You want to know why? Because you don't have Des Bryant.
But wait,
That's why.
wait. There's 32 teams in the league.
at least I-
It's time for Reggie to lay in the old mama.
What is there, 32 teams in the league?
32.
32 teams in the league.
Put him in a beer.
How is that given it to?
Oh, Rob, believe me, we're on all in the same agreement here.
I
There's
don't understand
that one dastardly, devilly individual out there.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah,
Most of them are
so
all
here's the thing.
commentators.
There's questions. Can Drew Brees keep on playing the way he's playing? Kamara, can he repeat that? Or are teams going to figure him out by watching film and
Who gives a
seeing how
gives a
they,
shit about Kamara?
No. I'm saying
James, you took the words out of my
the
mouth.
Saints are one of the teams that they're saying is better than us. The St. Louis Rams. You know,
If you
we
worry,
had a shootout against them.
if you worry about every individual player,
I mean, out of every team
other
in the league,
team-
the Rams are probably going to give us the biggest test this upcoming season.
But listen,
I think Atlanta wants revenge game one. For
one
sure.
guy on a team.
I hope we smash.
We just get like Reese to come back and start a big fight.
One guy, Kamara. He's
that
one
juice.
guy. The Eagles are a team.
I think the Eagles handle receiving back very well. I think they do. I think we could stop a receiving back. I really do.
I mean, you got to understand.
Malcolm Jenkins, first of all, will be on him. That's a given. Now he is fast, so up high, he's going to need help. You know what I mean? But how often do you try to send that dude deep? It's always short shit. Malcolm Jenkins is very good with the short field.
No, that's Hicks. Jordan Hicks.
You think Hicks can stick him?
Malcolm's got Malcolm.
I hope so.
Malcolm's got him deep. Hicks got him man to man.
I think Malcolm Jenkins is going to lay in the frig out, dude. That's what I think.
Like we did with Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Jordan Hicks is one of them guys that we say's hungry.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Wait, he's our middle linebacker.
Let the big
sticking the running back out of the backfield.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because
He's the field general.
Listen, he got a Super Bowl without playing.
now he wants one. Why he's playing?
Obviously, Carson Wentz wants the same thing, but he wasn't.
He went down so early in the season that
Yeah, they forgot he was on the team.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Jordan Hicks still on the team? Oh, yeah. Enjoy your Super Bowl ring, Jordan Hicks. Same thing with Sproles. It's a shame. It's like all these guys, they went down
Jason
so
Peters,
early.
dude.
Peters.
Yeah.
Monster.
But each one of them guys, though, were off the field, like encouraging the rest of the team. They were there.
Coming.
Yeah.
Some of the most key positions on the field.
They're all
Mike,
hungry.
middle linebacker, starting quarterback, starting left tackle, starting special teams aficionado. Your all-around special teams guy in Sproles.
And Marriott.
Mention him. You have the right people angry and bitter.
Yes.
You got
The right people on your
You
team.
got Corey. You
Knock someone in the
got
mouth.
Clement that has.
Corey Graham just came back.
Corey Graham got
Corey
signed.
Graham. You got Clement that is. He should just keep on doing what he's doing. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to grow.
He's
this
good. He
season.
is, dude.
You know
I'm
what?
telling you.
My hot take is Ajayi's going to go down game 3 or 4. Corey Clement's going to take over and never look back. Ajayi's
But
going to get
you
released
got-
at the end of the year, and Corey Clement's
Yeah.
going to be your starting.
But the thing is, you got a
like
Josh
it.
starting from the beginning of the year.
He's hungry too.
That's-
Well, I
He's
don't know.
hungry,
I don't
too.
know if I would release Ajayi only at the end of the year, only because of one thing. Sproles is going to retire. You're gonna need a 2-back system. So Clement's going to be one. Ajayi is going to be for the
Ajayi's
second.
going to ask for too much money.
Well, I don't think he will when he's
Ajayi's
sharing
playing
the load.
for a contract. Ajayi's
Yeah,
going to
right.
be starting running
But
back
if he's
somewhere
not
else.
putting up the
Corey
stats, you
Clement
can't.
will be our starting runner.
Right, but if Ajayi's not putting up the stats,
Some
you can't
teams-
ask for
Get back, like, if you could probably bring back LeGarrette Blount.
Ajayi will put up the stats.
not for the money. I mean, I think the Lions signed him for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, I thought it was like
What
only 1
person?
year.
I thought it was 1 year too, but it was
What
like
person?
20. LeGarrette Blount.
We're not talking about that.
No, I'm saying,
No,
I'm saying if Ajayi doesn't come back, we can like sound like Garrett Blunt.
It depends, because what if the Lions caught him saying he's not worth it? You never know. You're worried about that. That can happen in football. Obviously, it always does.
Well, I'm curious about the deal on the table of the talk of bringing McCoy back.
I don't want
I'd be interested.
He's gone.
He's
Nope. I don't want McCoy back.
I'm all good. I don't care how good of a runner he is. Too much stuff going on. Too much off the field issues. And this team, they won't even look at him at this point.
No.
He hits women.
No, this team is so close that a guy like that would destroy everything.
No, it wouldn't. They wouldn't let him, but they won't even
If
bring him in
they
to give
brought
him a
him
chance.
in, Tom, come on, man.
No, this locker room wouldn't let him.
You would have guys that wouldn't want to re-sign because you had them.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying they won't even let it happen.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
So,
But if he did, this locker room wouldn't let him turn the locker room. They'd be like, yo, this isn't the Eagles that you were on 5 years ago.
I mean, this is an Eagles team that also has brought Michael Vick back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is a different team than it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. The thing is
it's the same ownership.
It's the same ownership. So you brought in Michael Vick. You know what I mean? After all that happened. If the price is right, maybe they would think about it.
I mean, here's the thing.
A 30-year-old running back.
You can't deny what Shady does on the field.
You should have never have let him go, but I do know why Chip Kelly did, and it was because of what you just saw on social media. Now, whether or not he did do that, or this happened or that happened,
Right. It's
and
all
also
alleged
he had
right
to fight with the undercover cops and this and that, all-duty police officers.
All alleged.
I don't know,
You
man. It's
don't
just-
want that. This guy is TO times 10.
So
You don't want that.
let me
No, I
ask you guys a
agree.
question. So
He's J.O.
if the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl,
As in jail Owens.
if they go back to the Super Bowl
J.O.
this year,
Wow. He went there. Go ahead, Joey. What?
if the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl this year and back-to-back championships, who do they face?
In the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah,
Man. I think it's going to be New England.
again,
Yeah.
rematch.
It's going to be New England.
Tom,
I don't think so.
you say Oakland, huh?
That would be my
Jacksonville.
dream, but no.
Oakland, okay. James, what do you think?
I think Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I would say Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh always chokes lately.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Nope.
Okay.
It's going to be New England. You can put it
I'm not
down.
going with Jacksonville.
I want
Tom.
New England to get to, but I don't think they will have the.
I don't want New England. I just think that just the way the AFC is, these guys choke in big games.
I think
New England
I can't deal with
doesn't.
those people that have two
New
teams.
England doesn't. You know what I'm saying? New England does not choke. They didn't
No,
choke.
they
They didn't choke in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they can.
We flat out beat them because we did not give up. You know what I'm saying? We kept on going. The Philly special was a 4th down play.
Right.
You know, we went for them 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And Zach Ertz got that catch. The Eagles, no matter what, played to win that game. They didn't play to stay in that game. They played to win the game.
All right,
and a lot of teams play New England to stay in the game.
You're absolutely right about
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Let's jump into this. Speaking of the Super Bowl and everything like that, Howie and Doug signed extensions through 2022. That means at least 4 more years
Of winning.
of this leadership. Are they the best coach GM duo in the league right now? I mean, you would have to say, yeah, right? They won the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think they're probably up. They could be up there with
Yeah, but
Kraft and Belichick.
Even
here's-
without the people they lost.
Here's the deal, though. Nobody has mentioned at all Joe Douglas. No one has mentioned his name. And all of a sudden, they brought him in, and the entire outlook of this team looks different, and they win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And Joe Douglas was on the Ravens, and they won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They won
Yep.
2 of them.
That's a good point, Tommy.
So I'm just saying that whole front office right now, and your coaching staff, the leader on Doug Peterson.
But are you saying Joe Douglas did it and not Howie? or-
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the collaborative effort.
Okay.
Collaborative effort.
Howie's always been good, man. He's always done his job. He always has done it. Howie's not afraid to go after the best player in the league that's on free agency. He's not afraid to give a guy that's down a chance. You know what I mean? They brought Foles back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and if you signed Jeff.
So yeah, I mean, Howie Roseman
Jeffrey
is definitely.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times you don't even know what a GM is in football because you don't give a shit.
General manager.
Well, general manager, you don't. I said GM.
Nobody ever sees him.
No, you know what I'm saying.
He's the man behind the
That's
scenes.
what I'm saying. Like
He's the guy that puts your
like,
team
do
on
you
the
know the
field.
general manager of the Rams?
No.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Joe Bofa.
I go out
really
to the bar all the
tough,
time.
really tough,
Sorry,
really tough. Start this shit. All right.
I'm
So basically,
sorry. I'm sorry.
the way we know him, I think the rest of the fan base in the NFL knows him too, because he was such a big important part.
He was not. He was voted,
Yeah.
executive of the year.
No, what I'm
2017.
saying is, a lot of times when you think about a football team, you don't give a shit who the GM is.
Well, it's my football team. I always give a shit who.
No,
Well,
not
I mean other
than
Other.
Shea Kelly.
Well,
Oh my God.
other
And
people know Howie Roseman.
I hate to
Yeah.
point.
They know him.
I hate to point this out, but I mean, because I mentioned this before, the fact that and it's a different sport, but the fact that we didn't have, as the Sixers, didn't have a rightful GM, we may have lost out on like really key free agents.
Absolutely.
Really.
I mean, here's the thing: is Howie Roseman is the pinnacle of what we want as a GM in this city, whether it's the Phillies or whether it's the Sixers or whether it's the Flyers. In my perspective, Ron Hextall has done an okay job. He hasn't done like the kind of job like you could say Howie Roseman has done. Howie Roseman has definitely brought in key pieces that have contributed quick, hurry.
Dude, he's a genius.
If Howie Roseman was for example, the
genius.
GM of the Flyers, look at John Tavares and like all these things, or Steven Stamkos right away.
Yeah,
Right.
you would get those guys because this guy knows how to move money. This guy, I don't know what the hell his major was in college, you know what I mean? But damn, like this dude knows his
He
stuff.
knows his shit.
If Howie Roseman was a GM in for the Flyers, Hackstall would have came in coming from a college team, bumped him out of the way. They would have put him, back in ticket sales or something. Then they would let Hackstall go, bring Howie Roseman up, and then all of a sudden he's making all these kinds of major signs. But that's
Probably Laviolette was still
That's what I'm
here,
saying.
too.
Like, just imagine the
we'll
Eagles.
play with some jam.
No, but just imagine the Eagles next year because you have such a great GM. They can sit there and sign an amazing free agent for a cheap price just to win.
The Eagles,
Again.
the Eagles,
Again.
the Eagles bucked the trend.
Everyone
of,
wants to come to Philadelphia because we're the champions.
That's the thing. The Eagles bucked the trend of, I'd rather go out to L.A. instead of Philly to play for the Phillies, or I'd rather go down to Florida to play for the Heat instead of the Sixers, or whatever it is. But the Eagles are the world champs. They're the best in the business, and they know they got one of the best front offices in football, and that's why.
That's
Michael
why
Bennett,
I
one of the,
can't-
another big reason. Michael Bennett, who's a big, powerful defensive end, and he's here now.
Look,
Yeah.
Like,
we're
holy nada,
running
another
out.
guy.
We're running low on time. I wanted to get a couple more things. So let's rip fire through this real quick.
Fire.
Rip fire, rapid fire, same thing.
Spitfire. He said rip fire.
Doesn't matter.
It's just funny, Tom. You said rip fire. He's like, let's just rip fire through this real quick.
Carson Palmer gave Carson Wentz advice on coming back from an ACL injury. Will Carson Wentz start week 1, Will Guns?
Yeah.
Will he rip fire through this preseason and start week 1?
Yes, he will, dude.
James.
Absolutely.
There's no.
I'm
No doubt.
pretty convinced he will. Joe Marks?
No.
Rob
Come on.
Swain?
Yes.
All right. There's.
All right, what's the next question?
Is it possible to remain hungry and humble after winning a Super Bowl? Willie Guns.
Yes.
In my opinion, with this team and their makeup in the locker room, yes. James?
Yep.
Joe?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
All right. Dawkins goes into the Hall of Fame. How does it make you feel as an Eagles fan?
I cry like a baby.
So did I.
I teared up for sure.
Definitely.
Especially after hearing the speech.
Did you get choked up, Will?
Dude, I was listening on
I
the way
hardly ever
home.
do.
I got to hear a speech on 97.5.
You gotta be choked up, man.
And I'm listening to it and I'm just like, damn it, I love that guy.
I've seen Joey
I
choked
just
up a
love
couple
that
people. I've
guy.
never seen him else.
Like when here's my favorite line he always says, "Can you feel that? Can you feel it?"
Show me some respect.
It was just insane.
I love it. I love it. After we won the, we were going
I
to
closed my eyes. It was
I
like
love
I was
that,
sitting
man.
in here with Brian Dawkins. All right, for the last couple of minutes, I wanted to go into.
Hallelujah!
There you go.
There you go.
I wanted to go into a couple of things about. So look, this past weekend was a big weekend for the Philadelphia faithful. And once again, out in Canton, your Philadelphia faithful, your fans, come through in the normal fashion that we have. Now, this is a trend that's not really a trend. That's pretty consistent. As far as I can remember, we travel really well. What does being a Philadelphia fan mean to you? To me, it's 3 P's. Passion, pride, and persistence. The first 2 explain themselves, but the persistence is wearing your Eagles gear in the middle of July after a 4-12 season. And you're you're at the deli counter and a guy with his Giants jacket on that has all their Super Bowls on it is saying, nah, man, what are you guys going to do this year? And remaining positive. The Flyers not winning since 74 and 75, and we all rock our Flyers gears even in the off season. It's being persistent with your fandom. That's my opinion. Well, what do you think? What is being a Philadelphia fan? A fan of your... See, because this isn't the guy who's the Dallas Cowboys fan and has Sixers season tickets, which a good friend of mine
is. A lot
of them do. And a friend of the show is he's a legit Dallas fan. So I
know. Yes,
I won't bust the stones, but
I will.
I'm talking to. I know you will, Joe. You put everybody on blast. Let's not. We're talking 4 for 4 guys here. What does it mean to be a fan, a Philadelphia fan to you?
I think it's just about loyalty. Growing up, I wasn't really pushed into any direction. I could have chose any team that I liked. Of course, my grandfather was always watching whatever Philly sports was on TV, but I wasn't always with them. And I played sports growing up with my friends and everything, and most of them did like Philly sports, and I never really paid attention to what the players were on the teams and stuff. I would always just play the sport. And then as I got older and I played video games and I'm playing the sport itself, I always picked the Philadelphia team. Always. So I started to see.
I play video games with my 8-year-old son, and I tell him I'm the Flyers.
And I'm the
Eagles.
What really started for me was the Flyers, man. The Flyers really fully got me into Philadelphia sports. I mean, Randall Cunningham, what was it, 91 when they lost to the Saints in the playoffs? When Jerome Brown died, I think? Or whatever. They were on fire. It just
I think it was 91.
But the thing is I didn't know all the players. I knew some of them.
Yeah, because didn't they come back the following year and beat Detroit in the playoffs?
And I watched.
Wasn't that Rodney Pete, though?
No, that was 95.
94. Was it 95?
I think it was 94, 95 or something.
I think 91 was...
I think Jerome Brown died in 92. And
No, he died in 91 because that's when they had the black stripe on their helmet.
Yeah, that's right.
The bottom line is, I don't know exactly what year it was, but I remember watching that playoff game and I cried.
Right.
And I knew right then and there. And then I cried when the Flyers lost the Stanley Cup against Detroit. And I cried when the Phillies lost the World Series against the Blue Jays. And I cried when the Sixers lost to the Lakers. So what I'm saying is it just loyalty. Yeah. I don't know what other team to cheer for.
Yeah.
I'm from Philly. I watch Philly sports all the time, and that's what I am.
Real
it's
quick,
loyalty.
let's get to Rob and Joe. What does a Philly fan mean to you? Being a Philly fan mean to you, Rob? Real quick, couple of words. I'm trying to get to all these here. I knew we were going to run out of time.
Yeah, loyalty, respect, and just trust in the process.
That's a good one, Rob. Go on.
I gotta say heart, because especially something that Brian Dawkinson said. The fact that I was always a guy that was smaller than everybody else around me, playing with heart and watching those professional athletes play with heart, even though they weren't the biggest or the baddest or whatever, it made me want to play that hard.
By the way, Joey's got his Dawkins jersey on.
He does.
Hell yeah, man.
No, Joey, I agree with you. It is about heart. I feel like that Philly sports fans have more heart into their teams than any other sports fan base.
I would agree with that.
I guess I'll say it means a lot to me because my dad wasn't here on the show last week. Yeah, family, for example, going to Eagles games every Sunday, like with my dad, like when I was growing up. Preseason games, but now regular season games. It's awesome because I was going through a tough time a couple of years ago. And I was telling the guys about it, but I lost sight about sports and all that. But then, thankfully, Tommy Kelly told me about being a sports guy. Now I just feel more passionate about a sports fan. And I feel 100% better than I did before.
Welcome to the show, brother.
And,
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Sports can have that healing aspect too.
Oh.
It can heal your mind. It can heal your soul.
Everybody always has something going on, man. But I know every Monday night we have this.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I really do.
I do too.
It's therapy. Trust me.
It's great therapy.
Like everybody that's sitting at this table, James, with the exception of you, but you're getting there too. I've watched major sporting events with and gone through it, and we played sports together and ripped each other's heads off, and drank beers at the end, where you're sitting on the cooler at the end of the game drinking beers and talking about the game you just played, and that's what all this is about, and that's what this show is about. That's what the Pattison Ave Phanatics are about. It's fans just like you bringing you our point of view.
Yeah, that's it.
But look, I'm pretty sure, Taylor, we're just up against it, right? Yeah, we got a minute left. So look, guys, we're on YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Please follow us, like, share. I always post, the very next day, the links to the shows. If you're interested in sponsoring the Pattison Ave Phanatics Show, please reach out to me. My email is irishtk1613@comcast.net, or you can reach out to me through direct message on any of the social media accounts. But for my man Joe Marks, Willie Guns, Rob Swavely, James Scorza, my man Taylor behind the glass, I'm Tom Kelly, and we're out!
Can you feel it?
Yeah! Guess what person got back today?
That actually went longer,
But better.
but like I feel it felt good to get out.
Right.
Is the camera
shit-
just like focused on your back? Like, don't-
Dude, I just sat it down. I was tired of holding it. No, but what I'm saying is, it felt good to get out against these people that try to say that we were handed the fucking Super Bowl.
No, that pisses me off. Because
It pisses me off because Tom Brady tried and tried and tried.
And he couldn't beat us.
And guess what? We just kept coming back and back and back.
He
Well,
catches that pass, he's getting fucked up.
I've said to people,
Yeah,
Tom
okay.
gave us his best
That's
shot
what we
and
know. James is
lost.
going to lay them
Yes.
out.
He gave it all to
He
us, put
catches
it all on
that.
the field, and lost.
That can change the game.
Jenkins probably hits him and the fucking ball pops up. And it's a fumble or an interception. You know what I mean? So, to be honest with you,
Well, Jenkins,
I don't think that shit was gifted to us. I think we fucking took it. We took it.
on that note, if that, like, all Jenkins had to do was push Tom out of the way and grab the ball.
How can you say gift when the Vikings scored on the first drive?
Right.
And it looked like, oh my God, they're unstoppable. They're
And
on
Robinson
fire
picked off.
from their miracle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right off their miracle win.
yeah. And dude,
They
when I
scored
saw
first
that,
play of the
I
game.
was
Well,
like,
first drive of the
fucking the
game.
football gods love the Vikings, man. We're fucked.
And then guess what?
And then I
No
said, you know
defense
what?
for the rest of the game.
No, after that, I said, you know what, guys? We just need to go down the field and score. And we didn't. We didn't. The Vikings got the ball back. It looked like they were going to 14-0.
person's
Interception.
Patrick Robinson.
Touchdown. And then right then and there, I said right afterwards, I said, that's it. That's going to wake the team up. And that's
Troy
exactly
Aikman
what
called
we
it.
did.
Troy Aikman called it, and then
Yeah.
it was saying that Keenum like goes into a shell if he doesn't like.
You gotta
Foles looked good on
you
the
gotta
first
love
drive,
Troy
though.
Aikman because he loves
Yo,
the Eagles.
Foles looked good on the first drive.
He did.
So that's what gave me confidence when it became
Will.
7-7 was that Foles looks
Will,
good.
how many ex-Cowboys could you say loves the Eagles the way Troy Aikman does?
Michael
Only
Irvin.
one. Just one.
Michael Irvin.
Troy Aikman.
No, have you ever heard Michael Irvin on NFL Network?
But you ever hear Troy Aikman? Who was it? Troy Aikman and Costas?
No, Joe Buck.
Joe Buck. They're always together, and Joe Buck's always negative about the Eagles. And Troy Aikman's like, no.
because Joe
I
Buck
think-
hates the Eagles.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think they plan that out? I got a
Chris
question.
Jones was
Do
number
you
one in my
think they?
books.
Do you think
Because
that
he
that's
hates
some
Joe
kind of system they do? Do they plan that out?
Well, if they would
That they
plan,
gotta have one that's biased
No,
towards
if-
one
if they
team
will.
and one that defends both teams,
If they
and
would
it
pla-
kind of gets you mad at
No.
one but not the other.
if that would plan out that way, then they would go against each other the next year, and then Troy Aikman would hate the Eagles.
Right. Like Chris Collinsworth, like that's like perfect example.
Yeah, but Troy Aikman against the.
I fucking can't stand him.
I agree.
In your email, Taylor.
I was watching Thursday Night Football. I turned it the fuck off.
the Corey Clement.
I can't stand.
I
Chris
put on Merle
Collinsworth.
Reese.
No, I was watching just the first preseason game.
Yeah.
He would not shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear what you got to say. You're so annoying, dude. Chris Collinsworth is a fucking. I can't stand that motherfucker.
I
You
agree.
better pound that down, buddy. We're leaving.
I am.
All right then.
That was my game plan.
No, that's a good game
But
plan.
I'm still talking to the mic.
I see that. Lord Jesus, help me. Rob,
That
help me up with my signage.
Apologize.
That camera's still.
Yeah,
still on.
no, I can't. Oh
apologized.
shit, the camera's still on. I really can't stand fucking Chris Collinsworth. So Chris Collinsworth, we
You know what? He probably doesn't like you either.
we don't want you as a guest on this show. Fuck you, Chris Collinsworth.
Chris Collins a fucking joke.
He is. He's a fucking joke.
Chris Collinsworth, fight.
This is the Pattison Ave Phanatics signing off.
Broad Street. Chris Collinsworth, fight me.
Collinsworth got interviewed by